Hi guys, Casey and Rick with Cooking with the Crew, and today we are actually doing a play on a Mexican dish that we have at like our favorite Mexican restaurant. And it's called
Brothers Pizza.
Brothers Pizza. So it's kind of like a fancy quesadilla, I guess, a loaded quesadilla.
An adult version of a quesadilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it has chicken, steak, shrimp, and mixed vegetables, and refried beans in it.
Yeah. So come on over and I'll show you what we're starting off with today. So I have Sam actually cut up yellow peppers, or orange peppers today. And then with some tomatoes, fresh tomatoes.
I did that.
And we also cut up about 4 onions, right, Randa? Did we do 4 onions?
Yeah.
4 onions. Randa did that today.
Rand, say hi.
Hi.
And then I just bought some beef fajita meat, and we also have just some cooked shrimp that we'll just toss in at the last thing. I also brined about 4 pounds of chicken, and so that's ready to go on the grill. Are we doing that on the grill first?
Yeah, because last time we did the vegetables, we did thicker cut. We forgot to do that this time. So they're smaller, so they're gonna cook faster. So we're gonna start the chicken first on the grill. I've already put oil on it, and we're gonna get started. Okay. Hopefully this chicken won't take too long to cook up. I'll cook it up full, and then we'll check the temperature on it too. We want it to get to the temp, and then I'll chop it up along with the vegetables. So once I get the chicken going, I will get the vegetables going.
What kind of oil did you use?
I just threw on vegetable oil right now. It has a higher smoke point than the olive oil. I've been told that avocado oil is a good one, so I want to try that sometime. I do have olive oil over there, so I might use a little bit of that too while in the process of cooking. But right now I'm just trying to get the chicken going. And we'll check the temperature. I'll have to go get my thermometer so I can check the temp on that as we go on. Right now the griddle is, it's hot down there, it's 400 degrees, but down here, well, it's cooled down since I put it down, it's below 300. Can you turn it back down? It's not a windy day today, it's nice, it's warm outside.
But it's about 300 degrees out here.
Yeah, nah, it's cooled off, it's clouded over, so it's not too bad. We have a ceiling fan outside. So the wind's not blowing, so the flame's staying constant this time. We found that when it's windy, we have problems keeping the temp. Okay, so we're gonna throw peppers on. As I said, well, the kids did food prep today, and they put them in jars. We forgot to tell them what we were doing tonight, so we didn't get the big chunks that we would have did normally. And we would have had it all in one big bowl and just dumped it all at once. So we're going to start out with the peppers first, let them go for a little bit. Then I'll throw the onions on. Then you do the chicken. Once the chicken, and then we'll put the onions on. Once we get done with the chicken and all the veggies mixed and put the beef in and shrimp, the last thing we'll put in is tomatoes. Okay, now we're going to add the onions. Like I said, the kids did food prep today, and we keep our sliced vegetables in jars. They seem to last longer than just leaving them in plastic bags or anything like that. And these are thinner, sliced a lot thinner than we normally would have. But the onions are really good cooked on this grill, so we're doing a bunch. And it makes things go longer or farther with so many kids. So, I'm just going to mix those in. And we're not seasoning these right now. We're going to use the mayo chipotle seasoning at the end. So we're not putting any salt, pepper, anything like that on the vegetables or chicken, anything. We're not pre-seasoning any of it.
Right, give us an update.
Update on what?
On your meal.
Oh, we're still cooking.
Cooking.
Gas. Had the Trent change out. But that's another thing we had to do. We took this camping, and we didn't get any filming done. But we had bought an adapter to go on our motorhome that was attached, quick attach. So I had to take that off and put the other hose back on so I could hook up to the propane tank here, the 20-pound propane tank. But it was nice having it hooked up there, so all I had to do was turn it on, flip it in, and propane was ready to go.
Where's your chicken at?
This piece is already done, so I'm going to start chopping it up. That's 160, it's a little over. This one's done. That one's done. Oh, that one's 160, but by the time we get around and start cutting them up, that one's ready. That one's not ready. So I'm going to start on these. Some of these thicker pieces aren't there yet. So I'm just going to start on the smaller ones, start chopping them up, putting them in with the onions, and get going from there. Nice thing about this griddle, you just chop it here as we go.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. I'm just chopping up the chicken, put in there.
Is all of it to temperature?
Yep.
What temperature?
Shoot to 165. Some of them are cooking quicker than others. And even if it's like at 160, by the time it finishes cooking through, because we still have to add the beef and tomato or shrimp and tomatoes and sauce.
Plus it'll be smaller pieces. It'll all get there.
Oh yeah. I've had Randall looking and she's telling me, yep, it's done.
Thanks, Randa. Thanks, Randa.
Fajita bean, I decided I'm chopping it up a little bit too because I want to be able to have it spread out amongst everybody, not just one person has a chunk and another one has a chunk. This way everybody has some to try with it. Looks like it's grilling up pretty quick. My next thing I'm going to throw on are some tomatoes, or not tomatoes, but the shrimp. That shouldn't take but a couple minutes to do. But these look ready to go. I'm just going to mix them in with the vegetables and mix that up. And get it ready for shrimp.
How's it smelling, Randa?
Yummy.
Excited for dinner?
Yeah.
You sound like it.
We like caramelized onions. These are definitely caramelized. Okay, so we're changing gears a little bit. Since the shrimp is already cooked, we're just heating it through to put in here. I'm throwing the tomatoes on the vegetables because I don't want to overcook them too much. We'll mix it up and then we will throw some of the chipotle mayo in. We just don't want to, we want the tomatoes heated through, we just don't want them turned to mush. It's looking good and smelling good. One of these days you think somebody would invent smell-o-vision. Oh, we saved it.
Is that sausage?
Oh,
What is it? Pork.
no.
It looks like sausage.
Beef.
Ooh, I love this.
Fajita meat. We're putting shell.
Okay, so we're starting to build the quesadillas.
Okay, so we're gonna make
Okay.
6 at a time.
6 at a time. So we have one kiddo who doesn't like shrimp, so we're gonna do his first and then mix everything in.
You want to put beans first?
So yeah, let's do refried beans. So we're gonna start with refried beans, and I made my own,
Yummy.
but you can take the easy route.
Should
So we're gonna start with the beans. spread it around. And I just season these beans with a little bit of taco seasoning and salt. And then we like to add about 2 tablespoons of bacon grease to our refried beans. Okay, so I'll just top it with some of the meat mixture here. Making sure everybody else gets shrimp because everybody else voted for shrimp. The only one that I don't know about is our littlest, but I think she'll be fine. Yeah, Dorothy.
Ate it last time.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
They ate it on the rice. Let's get some time.
Okay, and so that is what we're gonna do.
With cheese?
Put a little bit more on his. Okay, then after that, I'm going to top it with some shredded cheese.
Okay, I'm going to try to using a bigger spatula to flip it. Not too bad of a mess.
What's up? Ooh, gold. That one's not.
That one's not as golden.
That one, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that.
Oh, that one's a little done. But we know the hot spot.
It's on that, right by the chicken. That one, mine's perfect.
All right, now we'll just let it set for a couple more, not even a minute or so, and then put them out.
What we're serving with it tonight is some chips because you can't go and have a Mexican restaurant without chips, and we're trying to do this to save a little money and have the same feeling. And then we have some queso dips that they could top it with. We will heat that up. Some salsa, my Prairie Farms jalapeno dip, which is like my favorite topping for that, and then of course some guacamole, which some of us have already tested. So, and then they can have their choice of toppings if they want on it. Yeah. So we also have sour cream as well. Sour cream's a nice little option for everyone.
Chicken and turtle. Not your cheese.
It's ready.
No, that's what I have.
How else do you think?
It's good.
Andy, or
Shrimp.
Bella? Nikki?
Alpha. It's good.
You want it again?
Yes.
You want it again?
Yeah.
All right, so I prefer to eat mine with a fork, and it's delicious. It's probably not the same, but it's a good substitute. So it's really delicious. And that flank steak actually turned out pretty good. I was a little concerned because it seemed a little dry, but it actually turned out pretty good. It's got a very authentic taste to it, so I like that. But it's kind of spicy and sweet with the onions. And then we topped it with guacamole, salsa, and queso. That's what I did with mine. It's really good. I have still not perfected eating on camera, so you guys have to bear with me. Okay, Georgie, what do you think of the dinner?
I'm doing Baba Do.
I know, but do you like your dinner?
Yes.
Like, subscribe, and share this video.
So now we're just gonna keep cooking everything.
So I have a question. Should I put chips and salsa out so the
What?
kids? Should I put chips and salsa out for the kids to fill up on like we do?
Oh yeah. You gonna put that on the video?